Set it off.
We're here with KJ, world famous Miami-based artist, only Miami-based artist to be on 3 record labels from Miami, West Palm, and Broward. And Atlanta. I'm talking about my Florida labels, man. Come on. I know you were in Atlantic. You're going to be able to say that. So KJ, man, tell us where you're from, man. Tell us how you got started.
I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York. Came down here in '85. My family is based primarily in the Bahamas and Miami. Came down to stay with my grandmother. Got this gig DJing a party at DJing at the skating rink at Spinning Wheels back in the day. And from Spinning Wheels, Mighty Michael and Beware were doing a radio show in WPOM. And I got a job there doing overnights. I was like 18, had no radio experience. I knew nothing about anything. And I'm doing the mix show one night, and Luke comes in with 2 Live Crew with a song called The Revelation.
That one's the one, yeah.
And it was, you know, it was like one of the only rap records played at the time on the radio, period. Before, I mean, from the South.
Yeah.
From that point, I was doing like Pretty Tony stuff, country western rock, and I mean, I could go back and back and back on songs. But I was basically doing like Trenier and a lot of New York hip hop back in time. Well, I like to call it rap because there's a difference between rap and hip hop.
Absolutely.
And basically that's how kind of everything came together.
So through Mighty Michael and Beware, there's a person you linked up with in the early phases that you did some records with. You want to speak on that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, he spins it a different way, but the way I spin it is without Kooley C, there's no KJ, and without KJ, there's no Kooley C. That was what you call a business deal gone right.
Okay.
We 2 cats. I was like 3-4 years older than him. I was already out of high school. He was like in the 10th grade, you know. And his mom, his mother had one rule. Basically, if he keeps his grades up, he can record. If he doesn't, he can't record. Simple as that. And I would go up to North Shore High School, you know, and sit in his classes and help him with his schoolwork. I mean, to the point where people walking up to me now, till this day, they're saying, "Yo, man, you were in my math class in you know 86." I'm like, "Yo, man, I graduated '84 from Freeport High in New York. I'm not in your math class." You know what I mean? But it's funny how we hooked up. I was DJing, doing the mix show on the radio station, and every week we'd have a battle at the skating rink. It's like an MC battle. And it was like all these Florida cats that had no culture, they had no city upbringing, they had nothing to talk about. Kooley came from Baltimore, which is like, that's like the ghetto of all ghettos other than Bronx. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know, Kooley was just like slaying them every week, slaying them with skating, slaying them with skating, slaying, and I'm DJing. So Luke, they came and they did an interview. They were 2 Live Crew was coming to the skating rink to do a show, and they come and do the show. They turn it out, and then they did this song "Throw the Dick." Wasn't even out yet.
That's the one that set it off.
And when they did it, it was like a shock factor. Nobody ever heard somebody say, "Can I curse?"
Yeah,
Please do.
Shit.
Nobody ever heard somebody say "throw the dick" on a microphone. You know what I mean? It's like that back then. That was like
not to mention the cuts, the Rudy Ray
that was
Moore
just
cuts.
right. That was just like a shock factor.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Throw the dick. Hottest song in the skating rink forever. And Luke was basically like, what happened was Mighty Michael and Beware were like, "Yo, I got this DJ and I had this MC," and Mighty Michael was like, "Yo, man, you two are gonna be a group, and we're gonna get you signed to a deal. I didn't like Kooley.
So you guys were put together. It wasn't like you were boys that came up like it was like a business thing. Like he was the dope rapper winning the contest.
We weren't boys that were together. We didn't hang out.
All right.
We didn't. It was strictly
business.
How come you didn't like him? I mean, what's the deal?
Well, I think a little bit of it was an age factor, and Kooley was real flamboyant. You know what I mean? He was wearing a Houdini hat. Mm-hmm. You know, he wore this black hat.
And
black hat.
He wore this black hat everywhere he went. You know, and he was like trying to walk bow-legged, but he wasn't bow-legged, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Youngster stuff.
Yeah. And
let the guns come out. You know
what were you trying to do with that day? I mean, as far as the style.
Okay, wait, hold that.
Me, I was just as fucked up.